type of stuff's gonna be like a drug. Like you're gonna sit there, you're gonna be like, man, this is awesome, this is a lot of fun. And all of a sudden, you want to get back into it. Like, man, I can't wait for next week. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, get your last little stretch in. Squeezing all loud, smacking all loud.
What is going on, good people, brodies and brodettes? It's your boy SirGarrett. I am back, not on hiatus, but just from vacation.
Vacation? You sure you wasn't stuck in 285 on the highway somewhere?
I was stuck on doggone 20 East, that night.
Oh, yeah.
No, West, 20 West.
20 West.
And then it just so happened to take me all the way to Memphis.
Memphis? We tried to hear some stories about Memphis last episode, but...
Yeah, I wasn't here. You didn't tell me. You said we gonna talk about Memphis. So I was like, all right, cool. So I went to Memphis, but you didn't show up.
No, that's not how we do it. I'm not going to Memphis to record anything. All my stuff gonna end up somewhere in La La Land somewhere. But we're gonna go ahead and get into the show. First, we want to shout out some sponsors, not official sponsors, but hopefully, write them checks.
You can go ahead and get these, John.
Yeah. So you wanted to speak about Voo.
Yeah, Voo. Last time, episode 1, when I was here, we were sitting here, getting our hookah on, and now, come to find out, this joint has batteries and it lights up. Nobody said nothing about that.
Because we are not sponsored by Duracell. That's all I have to say. Like, Duracell send us some money too. We'll sponsor you.
Right.
We'll shout you out on the show.
It's truly the little things that matter. So I'm sitting here mesmerized by these lights going off right now while I'm smoking hookah.
As if we don't have enough lights in this house. Our whole house is lit up all the time. This episode is gonna release a couple days after Thanksgiving. So we get festive, but we always got these lights just flashing.
This house is one smoke machine away from being a club.
We ain't gonna talk about those smoke machines no more. Not in here. Not after last year. We bought the little fog machine. We didn't know what we was doing, and this whole house was just like fogged up. Like, man,
someone called the fire department.
I'm trying to like surprise my wife. She can't even see nothing in the house. Like, we had to air out the house. Like, open the door. Like.
But the slow-mo vids were fire for a great entrance.
Yeah.
Those joints were fire.
Yeah.
I can't even lie.
Like a whole dragon was in the house. But
exactly.
It was fire.
Oh, man. But it's good to be back. It's good to be back to...
Good to have you back.
Talking to you brodies and brodettes. Having Maddogg with me one more time. Again,
Maddogg. That's again with 2 D's and 2 G's. I know y'all having a hard time looking for me on Instagram. But it is you, Maddogg, with 2 D's, 2 G's. Look for those links in YouTube.
Yes, we are finally catching up on our social medias. Like as promised, we said we have our IG going. What else we got?
We got Spotify.
We got Spotify now.
We got Reason. I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know what that is.
The Reasons.
Yeah, you better go ahead.
We got all of that. We got
that.
Patreon coming. Apple.
Yeah.
We got some stuff. I just been clicking stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just been like, you want to have our podcast here. Just do it, and then we'll put the links out there. So
just go ahead and look for us on YouTube, IG, Spotify,
Facebook,
285 Live Guys. I think it's the 285 Live Guys.
It's a couple of them. It's a couple different ones. There's like 285 Live Guys. I think that's our Facebook.
Correct.
No, it should just be 285 Live on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Well, again, everything's gonna be in the description on YouTube. So do subscribe to the guys at 285 Live on YouTube. And then we'll have all that organized.
And to those that have already done so and are listening right now, we greatly appreciate it.
Of course.
We have hit one of our milestones.
Oh,
we
yeah.
are continuously.
Pretty quick, too.
Oh, yeah.
So,
continuously wanting to go ahead and grow. So please let everybody else know if you enjoy our podcast, things of that nature. We have other things cooking up right now. Well, in the works behind us. But right now, we're just focusing on making sure y'all enjoy the content that we have. So,
speaking of which, December 12th, we do have a special guest coming all the way from Dayton, Ohio. It's going to be our second guest from Ohio, actually, because our first guest, Nana, she was from Ohio.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to her one time for the one time.
Yeah, our first guest, premiere episode, So go check out episode 1. Go check out episode 2 featuring Mo. It's going to probably be like episode 5. I'm scheduling in with, he's an author of Hi, My Name is Charlie.
Yep.
It's a book about a investigator looking for serial killers. It's good stuff. It's on Amazon. Again, we're gonna have those links on YouTube, and that's gonna be on December 12th. He will be broadcasting us on his TikTok, so follow him on Joshua Burkheiser. Again, everything's gonna be on YouTube, so you ain't gotta worry about how to spell that name.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, Burkheiser. But we're gonna go ahead and get into the show.
Yes.
Today, we're gonna be talking about family matters.
Ooh.
Family matters.
Family matters.
Yes, sir.
In the way of, family matters as in mattering to us, family matters as in mattering to everybody, because regardless of where you are, regardless of where you go, you always have family, whether it be blood, whether it be by bond, things of that nature. You'd be surprised how strong a bond comes when everybody's hurting. It don't matter. Shout out to my boys that I played any type of sports with, any type of schooling that I went to. Anytime your body is sore from something, whether it be from studying, whether it be from practice, y'all are bonded for life. Yeah. Shout out to my guys from the first job that I had.
Anybody you can relate to who just, goes through the same things that you go through.
Absolutely.
They become family quick.
Yes.
And, those people become so important to us. So shout out to everybody, especially in the military. I know I gave the shout out for Veterans Day, but I hope y'all are having a great, Turkey Day, whatever y'all celebrate with your families.
Correct.
Take some time off, be with your families. For those who were overseas and who came back, I'm watching y'all, and I appreciate y'all for continuing to do the things that you're doing.
Thank you for y'all service. And so, we posted a question on our IG asking about the different sides of your family, mom side, dad side.
Right.
Majority of the time, I think people have said that the mama side is the bougie side and the dad side is the fun side.
That's crazy because it's opposite for me. It's like my mom's side is more like, because they're primarily from Atlanta, primarily from the South. So it's like, I'm not to say there's no classy people there, but majority of folks, we turn up.
Right.
And then my dad's side is like, every time I went to my dad's side, it was like, practice enunciation, proper. Not to say my dad is bougie or anything, but he was kind of like trying to teach us how to be proper and, fit in society and stuff like that.
Man,
But they from the Midwest, which is crazy to me. So if you get to know like some of my cousins and stuff like that, if you know anything about people from the Midwest, them folks, they got some type of like trigger, like instant anger. Not like, anything bad, but they will fight you like, over the smallest things. Don't take the milk out the refrigerator and don't, drink it, trying to drink it straight. Because they ain't going to have no Southern hospitality. They ain't going to say, sugar, sit down. They're going to smack you across your head and be like, you know better. Like,
right, exactly.
But, yeah. And before we get deep into the conversation, your boy SirGarrett, he just got married in August.
Yes,
so
yes, I did.
We just want to say,
I'm sorry to those who thought that they had a chance. I apologize ahead of time.
It's over.
It's
the door is closed.
It's been done since August of this year, not past year, but this year, of course. I'm extremely happy with the decision that I made. I feel like that the family that I have married into has been very loving and accepting. So I appreciate everybody on their end. And of course, my blood as well, accepting my wife. It's so weird to say that still. 3 months in, almost 3 months in. It's still kind of weird,
Say Mrs. Dennis?
Because when I think...
That's beautiful, though.
It is, but when I think Mrs. Dennis, I be thinking about my mama. That's, what I'm saying? Like, she signed up on all my paperwork. That's... where's Mrs. Dennis? She back in the house. Like.
So, SirGarrett, you got any tips for people trying to get married next year in 2022? Maybe people who trying to get married in December of this year.
If you haven't done premarital counseling, do it now. That's
Big
huge.
Facts. Counseling in general.
Yes, counseling in general, point blank period. I just think that it opens up a level of, vulnerability that you need to have, trust that you need to have when it comes to your significant other, whether, whom they may be. And it gives you a neutral spot to where you have an unbiased mediator to listen and really hear you open up about your thoughts, your feelings, any type of emotions that you have, and really hash things out, not necessarily looking for someone to say you are right or wrong, but just more like, okay, have you thought about it from this perspective?
Right.
and it helped me calm down a lot. I guess with the job that I have, it made me more of a hothead than I realized.
Yeah.
And that kind of backlash was starting to expose itself in my relationship with my wife, and so that helped me calm down and realize, like, hey, you're not at your job. You know what I'm saying? This is
home.
This is home.
Yeah.
You know, you don't take work home. You don't take home to work.
Right.
Regardless of how good or bad things are.
Yeah.
Another thing that I will say: never stop dating. Never stop dating, because
So you're telling me it's not over as soon as you get married? You don't have to go.
No.
You
Actually,
gotta go out. You just say, hey, you're mine now. Like,
right. It's actually just the beginning of the dating, in my opinion, because each week, each month, each year, the person has changed. They've evolved. Their thought process is different. How they feel about you, or how they feel about themselves is totally different.
Right.
So just keeping that flame going, the bond, the flirtation stuff. Keep that up, because that's obviously how you got to the spot that you got to now.
Yeah.
I feel like there's one other thing. I was told by my best man, shout out to my best man at my wedding, my boy Bake. He told me that the man is supposed to always have the last word, and the last word is the phrase, yes ma'am. So as the man in the relationship, that will always help. And the Greek phrase to sum that all up is Antetokounmpo. So shout out to Bake.
Shout out to Bake, man.
And Antetokounmpo for that. I think that's going to make our love stand there between my wife and I for the longest time. So Antetokounmpo.
That's beautiful.
Antetokounmpo.
Okay, we're going to start with the mom side. Ladies first. So, let's know about SirGarrett and his mom's side.
So, okay. Shout out to Mama, by the way. Shout out to Mama. Shout out to, we still got our shout out section, but Mama first. So,
Mama Garrett.
Mama Garrett. So, my mother's side is kind of spread out right now. We're still in the Southeast.
Yeah.
You know
Are
what I'm
they
saying?
primarily from Atlanta? Or?
No.
No?
Actually, no. They're primarily from Florida, but my aunt and my mother, my Aunt Faye, rest in peace, my Aunt Faye, she passed away from cancer a few years. Actually, as a matter of fact, today makes 4 years.
Wow.
Since she passed.
Wow.
Yeah. But they all came from Florida, and my mom, actually, her dad had family out there in Mobile. So it was kind of cool to see the diversity in that.
Yeah.
Now my dad's side, everybody is from the city. They're all army kids. My grandfather went everywhere. All of my uncles plus my dad was in the military, and so that strict order was always in the family.
Right.
Regardless, my dad is the youngest of seven. And so with them, it's all about the jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With them, with the jokes. With my mom's side, it was about the etiquette, making sure I knew how to properly talk, how I dressed, how I, poised myself. My dad's side, they taught me how to take a joke.
So how's that dynamic? We were just talking about marriage, merging those ideals.
Yeah.
Like, how's that dynamic between your parents? You ain't got to go into detail.
Yeah.
But, did you really, if you saw them, not as your child, but, saying, oh, these two people, how did they meet? How did these two people, form this relationship? Yeah. Do you see that chemistry between them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why I said to never stop dating, because it just seems like they're still my age now. And as goofy as I am, that's how I've seen my whole time in the house. I've never seen them argue. I've always seen them laughing. You know what I'm saying? They're always on top of each other in terms of affection. So it was always rampant for me, and I always grew up man, I just can't wait till I have somebody that can do that for me.
Wow.
And I bit off more than I could chew, because my wife can't get off me. So so it's just one of those things where I'm glad that I had that role model on both sides. Yeah. And it's definitely been shown through me, I feel like, because with my dad is he's a straightforward guy, but once you peel back the layers, he's real goofy. And that's I'm telling you, that's almost everybody on my dad's side. My mom's side as well, but it was just more prominent, more evident on my dad's side. Now my mom's side, it was all about making sure that you weren't taken for granted for nothing.
Okay.
and making sure that we were always ready for any type of counterattack, any type of, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. This is what I'm supposed to do. Taking charge and pressing forward. So
other than your parents, let's talk about kinfolk.
Sure.
Cousins, like
sure.
Who are your favorite cousins, like on your mom's side?
Oh my gosh.
Who are your favorite aunties, uncles? I don't know. Like,
Man. Okay.
I got stories for days. I want to hear your stories, and then I'm gonna tell my stories afterwards.
Oh man. So first and foremost, I would have to say my favorite cousin on my mama's side will have to be my cousin Star. Mm-hmm. All right, and not to rank nobody, but I mean she's really been taking care of me.
Yeah.
So kind of like how how can I put this? Kind of like how my wife and your wife are. Mm-hmm. That's kind of like they're like siblings.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it was for me and my cousin Star. Like, I was her baby. Like, she took care of me. Like, it was, if my mama wasn't there, Star came through right on time. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I just love her for that. And she still comes through. She tells me all the time, she's like, who do I have to fight? She's like, just let me know if someone pisses you off, who I got to fight. Yeah. I always got Vaseline in the car type thing. So, so I love her for that. I always looked up to both my cousins. I have a cousin named Big Anthony and Little Anthony. Mm-hmm. Ironically, in physical stature, it's the complete opposite.
It's always like that.
It's a complete opposite.
It's always like that. Right. I don't know why.
Little Anthony played in the NFL. Big Anthony is currently a colonel in the Army. So
it's just big and little. It's just
it's just a matter of
who came first.
Who came first? That's all it was. And so Big Anthony, I admired him because of his work ethic. He actually influenced me to play football because he was setting records, was All-American, all this stuff, and it blew my mind. Mm-hmm. And just to see everyone cheer his name in the stands, and I'm just like, yo, I want that.
That's what's up.
Like, I want that. And so he ended up going to Tulane, playing for the Detroit Lions, and, I was a cool kid. Well, I don't want to say cool kid, but I felt like the cool kid because he was throwing, like, designer clothes at me and shoes at me. He was like, hey, man, I don't wear those no more. Here, take these. And so I'm going to school, doggone. I mean, they're hand-me-downs, but nobody else got to know it.
Nobody got to know.
Doggone Coogee and LRG and Jordans. I didn't even rock Jordans until I got to high school like that. So he made me feel good about myself with that and helped me out in the summers to get better. Now, my big Anthony, he just moved with so much grace. Yeah. Like, he would enter a room and everybody would just stop talking right then and there. And I was just like, I love this power. Like, I was so greedy for it that I wanted it, but he never really was like, I want the power. This is me. If he came in right now and sat down, you would have never thought that he was a colonel. You know what I mean? He's very down to earth. He's very humble about his work ethic, his accomplishments, things of that nature. So everybody that I just brought up, like I said, they were a very big influence on me.
And that's your mom's side, right?
This is my mom's side. This is just my mom's side.
Yeah, we'll get into dad's side later. Yeah. But your mom's side sounds cool.
I love them all. I got my younger cousins, my cousin Rashad, my cousin Jeremiah J. Shout out to my young ones. Shout out to my little sister. I got a little sister. And no, y'all can't know what her name is. And so I just love them all, and I want to be that example for them the way that, Star, Big Ant, Little Ant were for me. Yeah. So it was great, man. But go ahead, man. I'm talking too much about
my mom's side. No, that's what we're here for. My mom's side is probably the polar opposite of that.
Really?
Yeah, my mom. Again, we from the city, Atlanta. We all just out there joking, clowning every time. It used to be we were a lot closer when I was younger. So, I would always see my cousins. I didn't even know 90% of my cousins' real names until I was an adult. Like, 'cause we had Pookie, Booger. Yeah. They tried to give me a nickname. They tried to call me Man, but
we all have every man.
But it didn't really stick for me.
Okay.
We had Boone, Tay, Sugar Mama, Mighty Meat, and they all know who they are. I ain't gonna put they business out there, but these are all my cousins. My closest cousin was Booger and Deshaun. We kind of grew close together, even though his dad Again, we're not gonna put. But his dad is on some other stuff. So,
Okay.
But we tried to stay close as kids. He was my favorite cousin because he was the clown. He was always making me laugh. Him and my uncle Dominique, they would just constantly make me laugh.
Yeah.
Just getting us in trouble. My older brother would get us in trouble too. Stay doing something that he wasn't supposed to do. Shout out to Monte.
Yeah.
Like there's this one incident in our household. There was some bacon or something like that. I was like 4. You know, my sister was like 5. My older brother was like 8.
Yeah.
And somebody took some bacon. This helped me develop a guilty conscience because my mom came in screaming like, "Who ate the bacon?" Blah 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 blah. I'm like, "Mom, I don't even know what you're talking about." Like, and my brother just looking at me like, "Been a snitch." And that was like a big thing in our household. Like, he was like, you can't snitch. Like, and it just made me. I had to take the fall for a lot of stuff.
But he was the one that ate the bacon.
I don't know. To tell you the truth, it's between him and my sister Kat. Because I really don't know to this day. I'm not gonna blame him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blame her.
Yeah.
But it's between those two. It wasn't me. I was always the innocent one.
Somebody ate that bacon.
Somebody ate the bacon. And it probably was my mom, to be honest with you.
Or your mama ain't counted right.
And she just, exactly. And she just happened to be like, one of y'all ate this bacon. So I used to get in trouble all the time with my siblings. But back to my cousin Booger. Just hilarious, very intelligent. He was always on me about school and stuff like that, making sure I was good throughout the years. So shout out to Booger. He actually is in Alaska right now, which is crazy. Like you wouldn't even think somebody from like the South would be in Alaska of all places. Like New York maybe, LA maybe. Like I got some cousins who went to LA. Yeah. Actually, one of my cousins was with what's his name, the black dude from Friday. Next Friday. Michael Blackston.
Yes.
And I didn't know that until my wife pointed it out to me, and I was just like, "Oh, that's weird." But okay, yeah. But I do have family who have made it, made themselves comfortable on my mom's side. I wish we were a little tighter. But everybody grows apart. Again, I got some cousins who still live in the city. I was close to my cousin Kadeja. She actually went to prom with us. She didn't go to our school, but she went with one of my friends to prom. So she was really cool when we was growing up. And that family element on my mom's side is just wild.
Absolutely,
You had the cousins who snuck out the house and was like, "Yo, we're gonna take a walk real quick." And that was like the cool, the cool kid section. I can't wait to grow up so I can be like, walking. Right. I didn't know what they was doing.
Right.
They just happened to leave.
But they come back and they look really tight.
They be like, "Yo, what's up?" And they give me some money and I'd be like, they must be out there making some money or something. I don't know. Not putting their business out there, but that's how my cousins are on my mom's side. And again, we're going to get to the dad's side later. Actually, no, we can go ahead and go to the dad's side.
The dad's side.
So you want to go first or you want me to go first?
Go ahead. You're on a roll.
I'm on a roll. Okay. So my dad's side again, mostly from the Midwest. My dad's from Champaign, Illinois. So I got family in Illinois. I got family in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I got family in, some of them live in Indiana now. They moved to Indiana. But that's still kind of considered the Midwest. Anything like touching the Great Lakes, that's pretty much where my dad's side's from. Okay. My uncle Val, he was like my hero for the longest. Like he was in the Marines. He was the one that had like the money. Okay. Not to say that's why he was my hero, but he was always talking to me, encouraging me to, because I was always into computers and stuff like that. And he, for some reason, he just knows everything. He was primarily in communications. Yeah. But he knew networking. He knows software apparently, because I talked to him now about software. He's like, "Oh, have you looked at this?" I'm like, "How do you know this, Uncle Val?" Like,
he probably one of them hackers that be giving us that money and be like,
it's like how do you have enough time to sit there and do this? But he was always like, that go-getter. So that's somebody I always looked up to. My auntie Rhonda, she was very sweet. She was always there, like giving us, again, money and stuff like that, taking us to the mall. She actually lives here in Georgia. So she was one of my close aunties. My Aunt Nora is a sweetheart as well. She lives in Indiana. And then there's my cousin Matt, the fastest man alive. That's what I call him. I joke with him all the time. He's cool. I just went to his graduation at the Ohio State University. He just graduated. So it's real cool to go see him up there. And I do have a younger brother on my dad's side. Trying to get him to hang out with us, be on 285 Live, but he's kind of a go-getter too. He's trying to work multiple jobs. Young guy, very smart.
Go ahead, big goofy.
Yeah. Actually, on the first episode, we had his girlfriend here, who is the entrepreneur we talked about, the hairstylist. So,
yes, get your braids done.
Yeah, get your braids done. We're gonna have her information again on YouTube. You can see it on episode 1. I think her name was
Whoa by me or me by Whoa.
There was something with Whoa. It has zeros in it.
There was a zero in there.
Yeah. So again, we will have all that stuff now. We just don't have it in front of us. We just having a good time here.
Yeah, my bad.
But back to my dad's side again. I kind of saw that as like the proper side because my dad kind of tried to raise us, knowing like right or wrong.
Yeah,
he would always be on us about the way we carried ourselves. He was like, you're not gonna be able to get far in life if you're just acting how I was raised around. Like folks were just out there on my mom's side. So my dad really instilled a lot of discipline in me. He was on me about cooking. He was like, no woman's gonna take care of you. You gotta know how to cook.
Sure enough.
So, he taught me how to cook, which I really appreciate. I like cooking.
And ladies like men who can cook.
Yeah. But I'm married, so y'all don't even look don't even look for that. I might be one in a million. Not a lot of men out here cooking apparently.
Yeah, it's true.
But he taught me how to grill. He taught me how to clean chicken,
Yeah.
properly. He taught me everything I needed to know to fend for myself.
Correct.
But I feel that I learned more of the survival skills on my mom's side because we went through a lot of things.
Yeah.
There was sometimes we didn't have lights, we didn't have heat.
Yeah.
But she taught me how to survive. She taught me how to fend for myself out in the streets if I needed to.
Yeah.
If we needed to appropriate some clothing or appropriate some some shoes, she taught me how to do that. So,
yeah.
And I know that ain't, some people be like, oh, why are you talking about that? I appreciate it because my mom, she tried.
I mean, it's
she
real.
tried her best.
It's real.
Every day she really went out there and tried her best.
Yeah.
There's some people out here who just give up and they don't love and take care of the kids.
They're just out here.
Yeah. And just to have that support system always, to teach you certain things because where I'm at right now it blows my mind.
Yeah.
And again, I couldn't do that without God as well.
Amen.
But he put two, good parents, two way different sides of the spectrum in my life to teach me both sides, like the streets and, corporate America.
Yeah.
Because, there are certain rules in corporate America you got to learn. You got to kind of know how to put that professional voice in. Because I was blessed with a not so black name. My name is, one of the most popular names out there. Probably number 4 in America. Everybody's named this name. Not to put my name out there.
Number 4.
Number 4 probably. It used to be like number 2 or something. But
seriously?
Now everybody's name is Aiden. Shout out to everybody named Aiden.
Or Evan.
Evan, yeah. Noah.
Noah.
Yeah. So those are popular names.
Tyler.
Tyler, yeah, that's actually. So those names are taking over. So
right.
When they grow up and be 20 years old, that's all they're gonna hear.
They're gonna appreciate it though.
Yeah. But learning those things about corporate America, learning how to do interviews and stuff like that. I got that from my dad's side. It's like I said, just to have those two separate spectrums was amazing. I didn't have that, togetherness. My mom and my dad, at an early age, they were just like Splitsville. They never been married, so marriage to me, I've never even been to a wedding until my own.
Yeah.
My sister, she was married for a time.
Oh, really?
But but that didn't work out.
Okay.
So learning these rules of marriage is just like, it comes a day at a time. I've been married for 6 years now.
Good stuff.
I am learning.
Yeah.
Learning every day. But it was cool to have parents who, despite not being together, they didn't really beef too much. Like they kind of like didn't want to be in the same space.
Yeah.
But you know, they trusted me to come in and out of both of their homes. My dad gave me a key at an early age. I was catching the bus at like 10, 11 with my sister. Just going from the west side to the east side.
Yeah.
My dad lived in Stone Mountain.
Okay.
I used to catch Marta to his house. I opened the door, like, hey, Dad, what's up? You know, he had computers everywhere. So it was like wonderland for me because I was into computers. I am into computers now. But back then, I used to play video games on the computers. Like, I was one of those kids. Even though I was outside playing football and stuff when I was around my mom and stuff like that, when I went to my dad's house, it was like straight computers. I was learning how to program at a young age. Yeah. I was designing people's MySpace pages for like $50 a
See, that's a good side hustle right there.
My dad, he was building computers. He was showing me that hustle. Like, you don't have to just, be, out here selling, whatever on the side, on the street. You can actually make some of yourself. You can do these side hustles where you're doing computers or building websites and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that that side, be instilled in it. And I appreciate just the perspective of being able to travel back and forth between those spectrums. Yeah. Because it's different. Like, you got to have both.
Because at some point they could have, one could have been like, oh no, you're not going back over there.
Yeah. Like, that's a real thing, especially in Atlanta. Like, I got a lot of friends who, their parents either left, like their dad or mom, they either left their lives completely, or their mom or dad was just like, you can't see that person ever again. They hurt me so bad, I don't want you to see them. And that affects you as you get older. Because you're like, you want that. Everybody wants, that family element to say, hey, I got my mom and my dad in my life. So I am very grateful to have both of them in my life. Right. It may be different than how you had it, but, you got to take what the cards that are dealt to you.
Correct. And that's always, it's always good to, at the end of the day, it's always about you growing up as a man, because at some point those excuses can't be kept. You know what I'm saying?
That can't be your life forever.
You can't sit there and say, well, my dad left me and this, that, and the third, and that happened. I can understand during your adolescent, teenage years, but when you're a whole grown man taking care of yourself, and then your dad's trying to come around and you don't want to build that bond for yourself. Well, why is that? Because 20-some years ago, like, unless the circumstances were like to the point where you just can't ever see them, I mean, why not try to make some level of connection? Yeah. And I'm glad that, you're able to have that opportunity to, build your own relationship with everybody. Yeah. And it's cool to hear different perspectives, because I understand that not everybody grew up the way I grew up. Yeah. Not everybody grew up the way you grew up. Like, even if everybody has the same kind of similarities, there's always one different avenue that was extremely impactful for them. And
it makes them. It's good to get those conversations out there to understand people, because when you, especially like you go to like a friend's house for the first time, and you're like, you have no idea what their family is like, right? And you go in there, and you're just like, what are y'all doing? Right. Why is the sofa in the kitchen? Like, what's going on?
Like your mom lets you call them by their first name.
Exactly. Like, you talking back to your mom?
Right.
Like, you didn't say ma'am? Like,
oh my God.
You said huh? Your mom called you from upstairs and you said huh?
Ooh, etiquette.
Right, that etiquette.
The one thing I can't say about the black community, if you do not say ma'am or sir.
Southern blacks.
Southern blacks. If you do not say ma'am or sir at any point in conversation with your mom or dad, grandma, anybody who's an elder, you might as well just go ahead and plan to wake up the next day. Because you ain't gonna make it after that moment you inhale to say huh. You already are 3/4 of the way from eating a fist, or a switch, or a belt, or whatever's close to them in their proximity. You're gonna get hit with it, and you ain't gonna wake up till breakfast. That's just how it goes.
Oh Lord, them switches.
That's just how it goes. I never got hit with a switch. I tell you that right now.
Well, I never got hit. I got hit with everything.
I never got hit with a switch.
I ain't gonna tell you which parent did what, so y'all can find some way to pin it. I don't want y'all attacking my parents online. Yeah. I got hit with everything. Everything. Let's just say it's everything, Nah. But no, I mean, hey, it made me disciplined. It made me realize that there are rules, and I like to treat people with respect now. I don't go out here just calling people out their names.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless I have to.
Unless you have to, because
the teeth will come out.
Hey, Atlanta will do that to you.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't holding your own in Atlanta, then you might as well, go ahead and lay down somewhere.
Yeah, you don't want to get walked over.
You ain't built for it,
Yeah.
But it's just.
But yeah, let's hear some more about your dad's side. Y'all got any cool nicknames or anything like that?
So, on my dad's side, not really.
Okay.
Not really, because as a matter of fact, I'm still learning my dad's side.
Yeah.
When I got engaged, a lot of my family members started reaching out, because one of my aunts posted it on their Facebook page, and Facebook page is like the IG for old folks, respectfully. And so once one person reaches out and says like, oh, my nephew, this, that, and the third, and then you got aunts, uncles, great uncles coming out, it's like, oh, I didn't even know.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? So now they're starting to come in, but it's to the point where first I double clutch. I was like, who is this? You go look at the mutual page. Oh, okay, they with auntie so-and-so. But even with the aunt so-and-so, they can add everybody. Yeah. So you look for immediate cousins. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still learning some of my family there. But I will say with the immediate cousins on my dad's side, they have taught me to be tough. Mm-hmm. Even at a young age, because it's like, ain't nobody here to hold your hand. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll be playing outside, play turns into fight. Yeah. You gotta hold your own. You're still family, but it's like, okay, they're messing with you on purpose. Let's see what you're gonna do. Yeah. My cousin TJ comes to mind, man. Like, he was such a wild child. I love my cousin. I love him. He's in the Army now. Oh, shout out to my boy TJ. And but when I say he was a wild child, wild child, boy. I still remember to this very day, me, my sister, TJ, and his older sister, we're all at grandma's house. Mm-hmm. Everybody went to grandma's house at least maybe 1 month out the summer. Yeah. Growing up. And he took some baby powder and threw it everywhere in the living room.
Oh,
everywhere.
Not the living room.
Everywhere.
Was Grandma there?
Grandma was asleep.
Did she ever find out? Did she ever know?
Oh, she did. She came out. She was like, kind of like the bacon situation.
Yeah.
Different ending though. Mm. Grandma goes, who's throwing the baby powder? Not me. Not my sister. But his sister was like, he did. I tried to stop him. Oh. Grandma said, don't worry, I got you. She came out with the metal hanger.
Oh, not the metal hanger.
All you heard walking up was, oh. She was warming up.
No.
TJ started running. Oh. She grabbed him by the wrist. It was game over. All you heard,
the screams of terror, man.
Oh my God.
Got folks hiding under the couch like, not me.
But see, like, the rest of us, we were sitting there on the couch. We didn't move. Yeah. We sat on the couch and looked straight ahead. Didn't move. Didn't do nothing. He came in. He's just like, I hate you. I said, I didn't do nothing. I said, this ain't no sport.
I don't know why. Folks just feel like you should go down with them. If they get in trouble, they feel like you should.
Bro, it's because they're embarrassed, bro. Yeah. That's what it is. They are so embarrassed. Like, I hate you. I can't believe I did that.
Like, they want everybody to get punished. Like,
oh, my gosh. That was the funniest thing. But outside of my cousin TJ, like I said, much love. Shout out to you. My aunts, they really, like, I guess I would say they were more outspoken and never really held their tongue. I still have my aunts on my mom's side that did that as well, but it's like, you ain't gonna do this, you're gonna do this, yeah. And of course it made you feel like, they were getting on you type thing. But really they were trying to toughen me up and try to.
So it takes a village, to raise these kids.
Absolutely. Right? And everybody disciplines in a different way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was a favorite. I don't care what nobody else says. I felt like I was a favorite. But there were still levels of discipline that I needed growing up. Yeah. My uncles, they really didn't they were more laid back. Okay. They were more laid back. I think my aunts and my dad were really the ones that kind of really got into me when I was, doing too much. And so I definitely am glad that they did that because who knows? I might have been the first TJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might have been. Who knows? But it's just it's just funny seeing that now that I think about it. You know, and that's the reason why I used to terrorize my older cousins.
You used to terrorize your older cousins.
Terrorize
Like, what's the age gap though?
straight. Oh man, they're I think almost 10 years.
Oh God.
I was a straight bully, like, but it was to the point where it was like responsible bullying, if that makes sense. Well, just check this out. So I have a cousin. He ain't gonna be on here. His name's Terrell, and so he actually stayed with us for a little bit. He went to Stone Mountain High School for a semester.
Shout out to Stone Mountain High.
Shout out to Stone Mountain High, and he was over there. He had homework to do, but he never really did the homework. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm doing my homework. You know, I listen to classical music when I was doing my homework. My mom put me on to it
and stuff like that.
Yeah, like to the point where I just like if I hear 3 notes, I know exactly what song it was. And so I was doing my homework, and then my cousin Terrell was watching TV, and it overpowered my classical music. And so I took the remote and I cut it off. I said, "Hey, bro, it's time to do homework." I said, get to this table. We got homework to do, man. We can't watch TV till about 8.
So you was already a leader at that age.
Yeah, but he was like, nah, bro. I ain't even trying to do it. He had a do-rag on. I yanked him by his do-rag. I said, bruh, we got homework. Let's go. Yeah. Because it was just standard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to ruin my schedule because you want to do what you want to do coming into my house. Like, that's just how I felt. I think I was like 7, 8.
Just snatching do-rags.
Snatching do-rags.
Get your butt to the table, do that homework.
I was like, bro, do the homework, you know? And
that's what's up, though, you know?
And so I did. It was mainly with him because he would always, like, bully me back. So, like I said, it pushed me to be even more like, okay, if you want to turn up, I'll turn up.
Yeah.
Not only will I turn up, I'll turn up even more.
Yeah.
So he'll sit there and he'll be eating something. I don't know what it was, but like I took something off his plate. I said, "You don't deserve that."
I don't know if I could have grew up with you.
But it was only during that time, like I said, if you mess with my schedule, even now, if somebody messes with my schedule, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm hot.
Yeah.
If my schedule is messed up. I mean, of course, things happen, but if it's in my control, I'm going to go ahead and
so
do it.
you're very much aligned to order.
Right.
You like that orderly, you know. You like having your schedule laid out, knowing exactly where and when you need to be there, and getting that accomplished, and then you can goof off. Right?
Exactly, because that's with how my childhood worked. I always had a sport to play every season. School was always first. Projects came, but I had to manage my time at a very young age. Yeah, because I love to play sports. So my dad was like, if you don't get this done, you can't do this. Grades, always, we're trying to be up top. We're always trying to be number one. Everything was a competition for me. So I even made a competition with my cousin Terrell. Like, hey, I bet you I can get a higher grade on my homework than you do on yours. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted him to do great, which is why I was bullying him. And he was trying to make me tough, which is why he was bullying me. So it worked. It balanced itself out. But but he didn't stay long at that high school. I think towards the end of first semester, of course, people know they're going into break, this, that, and the third. Yeah. I think something popped off over there where there was a shooting near the school or at the school. And so his mom went ahead and took him out of that one and moved him somewhere else. I think like Columbia or something like that. So I never had that opportunity to continue doing that with him. I can't remember what's happened after that because I think that was a senior year. Okay. But I don't get to see him as much now because he's been like MIA. I see him we see him every blue moon. You know what I'm saying? He does his own thing. You know, still love him. T, if you're listening to it, man, I love you, man. But yeah, this is how it was growing up. Like toughen up, like I said, toughen up on my mom's side. Was a little bully to the older ones. But
this is the thing about that.
Yeah.
My mom's side, on my mom's side, I was like one of the younger ones. I had younger cousins too, but they was all bad. I thought my older brother was bad.
Yeah.
Some of my cousins, they were bad. like I remember bringing toys over to my cousin's house. And, you know, I used to share. I used to like to share my stuff because I didn't have a lot of stuff anyway. But when it came to like sharing, I was like, if you want to come play with toys,
like why not?
You know, I was big into wrestling, big into sports, so I always had like Macho Man, Randy Savage toys, or Matt Hardy, like all the wrestlers. So we used to just fight wrestlers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I counted my toys. I was like, I'm gonna go home with my Macho Man.
I counted my toys
because I knew it was gonna be somebody trying to do a 5-finger discount real quick.
Right.
Trying to like, no, I had this toy the whole time. I was like, no. I told my mom when I stepped in this house, I was like, Mom, watch them. This is like me being 7, like knowing the game. I was like, Mom, watch them because they're gonna try to take our toys. Yeah. And she blew me off or whatever. But at the end of the day, I got my toys back. Right. Even if it was a fight or anything like that between my cousins, I was like, y'all ain't about to sit here and play me and just take my stuff. Because I came here willing to share my stuff. Yeah. Don't be trying to take advantage. But they was some knuckleheads. they doing good now. I see them every now and then. I see them on Facebook. So I really shout out to my cousins on my mom's side. I'm always watching. I'm always rooting for you guys. We all live different lives, go through different things and stuff like that. But I'm very proud of all of y'all. Keep taking care of your kids. I see that a lot of them have made families of their own and stuff like that. Yeah. So, and compared to how we were raised, they're doing a splendid job, taking care of the kids. I see them on going to school and stuff, nice outfits, and, they're getting good grades and stuff like that, A+ students. So, again, shout out to my cousins. Shout out to my cousins on my dad's side, too. Yeah. I would say I was like one of the older. My sister, of course, she was the oldest. The oldest, yeah. She's a year older than me. So on my dad's side, most of the children that I grew up with were a lot younger than me, like maybe 5 to 6 years younger than me. So I was kind of like a mentor. Okay. My dad would always, anytime my dad would show me something on the computer, I was quick to show them. Like I was always. I love passing knowledge. Like. That's how I knew I was gonna be a teacher one day. Like I was like, hey, let me show y'all something that I learned on, when I'm building the website or something like that. If they took it in, they took it in. If they didn't, whatever. But it was always fun hanging out with my cousins on my dad's side too. They're kind of prim and proper when we were younger. They would talk, especially my Uncle Val. He would teach them, how to conduct yourself in certain settings. So we never had problems going out to the mall and stuff like that. Nobody would get in trouble on that side. Everybody would just, pack up when it's time to go. No problem. No crying, no nothing. Like even 2-year-old, 3-year-old cousins, they were always just, so well kept, and we never had that issue. I don't think I remember one time having anybody cry at like a function, like if we go to an amusement park or something like that. Really? If they didn't get like the toy they wanted for Christmas or anything like that. I don't remember having that issue on my dad's side at all. But
it's one of those like I understand type things. Yeah, it don't come when it comes. Type thing. Gotcha.
So it's again we the only reason we're bringing this up, like just to see that family dynamic is just just that bridging of families.
Of course.
It's just, it's learning people. Because you got to learn everybody everybody's different in your family. Like, even your cousins, they have different moms and dads. And if you look at your family tree, it branches off to so many different directions. And you see, because I just recently did the ancestry thing, the DNA test. Yeah. I activated mine earlier this year. And I'm seeing people from, like, New Orleans. I'm seeing people who lived in, like, Arizona. I'm like, I never, talked to these people, but I have had people reach out to me, call me, and try to, see where we're connected. Because they don't give you all the answers. You got to kind of go dig. And like you were saying, like you're learning people from your dad's side. Yeah. I'm learning people from my dad's, father, because he didn't know his father when he was growing up. He just recently met him a couple years ago. Oh, okay. And their last name is Pelmore, and they're from Champaign, Illinois. It's like Urbana, Illinois. Everybody kind of went to that same school.
Yeah.
In Champaign. It was just crazy because when I do the ancestry, I look at the yearbooks. I'm like, hey, Dad, is this him? He's like, yeah, that's him. That looks just like the people in my family and stuff like that. And so I met over Facebook, I met like my auntie on that side.
That's what's up.
And it's just like, it just keeps, people keep adding me and keep talking to me about it. And there's one time like some people added me because of my last name, but I don't know how we related.
Yeah.
But it's still cool because I was at work one day and I met this guy named Tony. His name is Tony Charity. He lives in Seattle, but I've talked to him over Facebook. And I know my dad met him once as well. I don't know how we're related down the line, but of course we got the same last name. And he hit me up on my work account.
Yeah.
Because apparently he does projects there too.
What?
And it's like, and he's like, hey, I was looking in, you got the global mailing system, and you'll see people's names, and he's like,
right.
He's like, are you, don't I have you on Facebook? I'm like, yeah, we, I talked to you a couple times. And he's like, that's pretty cool. What do you do at this place, the place that you work? I'm not revealing my line of employment.
Yeah, y'all ain't gonna find out.
I am a software engineer, so.
Yeah, if y'all see us that night.
Yeah, but he was asking me, he's like, what do you do? What do you do? And I was like, yeah, I'm a software engineer. And it was like networking at work with like family. And it was wild. I've never had that happen to me because my name isn't that common. I see a lot of people with my last name. Yeah. But most people think when they see my last name, they're like, oh, is that your first name? Like, no,
right. Charity.
If we're in the Army, everybody has their last name on their shirt. Why would you think that's my first name? He's like, it just sounds like a first name. Okay, like
who do y'all know? Hey, y'all tell me how many charities y'all know. Charities such as that. Y'all let me know.
There are a lot of women named Charity.
Yes, but I'm talking about grown men.
Yeah, that's true. But hey, you never know nowadays. But just to wrap up this portion of our episode 3.
Episode 3.
We're in here now. We're talking about families. We do want to hear from y'all.
Yes.
When we post stuff on Facebook, Instagram, please interact with us, engage with us, because we will during our ad spots. We will look at our look at our Instagrams and stuff
Absolutely.
like that, and read off your answers and stuff like that. We really want to know who the people listening to this are.
Right. We want to know who you are. If you have any type of business, we can definitely shout it out. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, we're all trying to succeed.
Yeah.
This is something that, again, we talked about episode 1 that we wanted to do for a long time when it comes to this podcast, and we want to make this a reality. And if we could just give somebody else a nice little stepping stone to go ahead and get themselves successful when they can shout us out as well, or just liking, subscribing, anything of that nature, it's only right that we do the same thing for y'all's businesses, for y'all's ventures, anything of that nature.
Because when it comes to not only raising kids, but businesses for black people, not even just black people, anybody, anybody who's close to us, it takes a village. It takes all of us. Like I said last episode 2, I had my boy Mo here. He's like one of the biggest people who shares my stuff all the time.
Oh yeah,
I share his stuff all the time. Like that, just that clicking the share button is very important because you're getting that word out there. And maybe this isn't for you, like the podcast. Maybe if you're thinking realistic, you might not like to hear 2 men or 4 men talking about whatever things that might relate to you, but you might not like that type of media. Right. But somebody else might. Anybody can just listen to something and be like, oh man, that word kind of changed my life because we're talking from a positive point. We always want to be positive. Never want to be negative. It's too much negativity in the world currently right now. So
exactly.
We want to bring out the positive and everything. That's why, when I say stuff like my mom's side is, kind of the ratchet side, but I learned something. Right. I learned how to survive when I need to. Like when push comes to shove, she taught me how to do things. Yeah. To survive.
And that's real. That's definitely real. With going back to Mo, shout out to Mo one more time.
Yeah. I wish you could have met him, man.
I know, bro. Mo, if you're listening, man, I'm sorry I missed you.
He'll be back though.
Oh, bet. Because honestly, I think because of Mo, we gained like probably like 10, 15 more people.
Yeah, he got people who listen. He be out there doing his thing.
Yeah, hey Mo, you owe us a graphic design, big dog. I was supposed to say that after episode 2, man, but I wasn't here to go ahead and get that business going. But you definitely owe us one, big dog. I'm just saying.
Hey, we continuously gonna work with Mo. Get his, he said he got his twin sister. He planned to have her stop by too.
Okay.
She does a lot of things.
Okay.
I'll let them talk about that when they get here. We'll get down to that road.
Right.
We'll get to that exit when we get to that exit.
And again, shout out to our, speaking of small businesses, shout out to Vuv one more time for life.
Is it a small business?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it could be a massive business, just, low key.
Well,
low key, like a Jeff Bezos, like.
I mean, everybody smoke hookah, you know what I'm saying? You just never know.
Everybody got a smoking vape shop nowadays. Like,
all I know is we just need one more. We just need one more so we can, pass this thing around. So yes, if you do hear a little bubbling, gurgling noise in the background,
that's part of the ambiance.
Right.
You gotta get what's real, what's going on.
Exactly.
You can't just join me on the couch and not hear the sound. We can't just
right.
be like, I'm not just gonna sit here and ignore these vanilla cookies that I got. I'm gonna eat them. SirGarrett, he gonna order him some food.
Hey, that was about to say. Yeah. Shout out to American Deli,
American
and Uber Eats, because that combination right there is completely deadly and delicious.
We talked about Uber Eats last episode.
Yes.
The pandemic has changed the way we do things. We normally would just go to American Deli and just be like, gotta check out to see who's back there cooking your stuff, because not everybody can hook you up.
Not everybody can hook you up
with them chicken Phillies,
No.
Or the wings.
Or them wings. If you really from Atlanta, then I already know your doggone flavor. Mm-hmm. If you already have your combination, please, everybody gets the same thing. If you don't get the two things, if you don't get the type of wings and type of Philly, I don't know you and you ain't from Atlanta. That's just how it goes. Point blank, period. You ain't from here. Yep. I just know. You probably from Buckhead. Who knows? But I'm just saying.
They about to be their own place anyway. They say, look, Buckhead said he's tired of being in Atlanta. Bye. For real though. Like,
you go ahead
and get your own little city.
Take that. Take your Chipotle.
See how you feel when you ain't part of 285 no more.
Right. Take your Chipotle. Right. No, I can't say take Starbucks. Everybody drinks Starbucks to a certain degree. I don't, but do you over there.
Yeah. Take Chipotle. We got Mo's. We got Mo's.
We're straight with Mo's. Yeah. Shout out to Mo's. We're trying to get our ambassador deal with
them. Shout out to Mo's.
Shout out to Mo's, dammit.
Welcome to Mo's. That's my spot, man. Taco Mac, that's my spot.
Taco Mac.
JR Crickets, I love. Look, I'm trying to get.
Trying to get all the food.
We trying to get all the food. The wings. We're trying to get it popping over here.
No.
But we about to hit that ad break. We're gonna take a little break.
Absolutely.
Get some more fuel for our system so we can get back on 285 because
Absolutely.
The traffic out there is crazy.
And mad slow.
Yeah, mad slow, but. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get where we're trying to get to. And we'll see y'all back again, 285.
Peace.
What's up, beautiful people? On December 12th, the guys at 285 Live will be interviewing a special guest, Dayton, Ohio's Joshua Burkheiser, author of Hi, My Name's Charlie. He's a real good dude with a taste for mystery and crime. And before he eventually blows up on Netflix, get the scoop exclusively here with 285 Live on December 12th. Although the episode will not be out on December 12th, he will have exclusive content out on his TikTok. I will have all those links in the YouTube, but you can follow him on Instagram at Joshua Burkheiser and check out his website, joshuaburkheiser.com. Once again, I will put those links on YouTube and I'll put those links on our Instagram as well on the day of, before we start going live with his content. You can find all the information about his website. You can find the information about his Twitter, Instagram, all in the YouTube description, and as well as his book. So keep a lookout for that, and y'all stay safe. Hey kids! Nah, I'm just playing. But in all seriousness, looking to spice up your holidays? The ladies at Marie's Jewel Events are looking to upscale those tired traditions with sleek and modern ideas. The event business is their business, so let them help you turn plain and boring to fresh and exciting. Give them a follow at Instagram at Maurice Jewel Events. That's MARIES Jewel Events. Once again, check out MJE to spice up your events and tell them the guys at 285 Live sent you.
What's good, Brodies and Brodettes? We are
Welcome back.
yet again. And during our nice little commercial break, we were sitting here talking about what we expected or are expecting, have expected, whatever, when it comes to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What's going to be on our plates, what we're going to eat, what we probably ain't going to eat.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of the green bean casserole. My mama made it for me every year that I can remember Thanksgiving.
What's crazy is that was what I was gonna mention to being like one of the things that I don't like.
I love it, bro. It
Turkey Day.
It just all depends on who makes it.
Yeah. I mean, the first time I had it, I wasn't in the South at the time. I don't even remember who made it, but for me, that's never been like a dish that people make during Turkey Day. It's green bean casserole. So this was my first time. I was like, what's going on? Where the collard greens at? I'm sitting here waiting for collard greens. That's like my favorite.
Oh, of course.
Everybody love mac and cheese.
Of course.
Of course, that's what everybody gonna populate the answers as their favorite side dish. But for me, it was collard greens.
Gotcha.
I never had green bean casserole until I went to the military. And I ate it. I was just like,
oh yeah.
I was like, okay, this kind of regular. I don't get it.
And
I went on a tirade for like 5 years straight. I was like, why are people making green bean casserole for Thanksgiving? But back to your story, you said your mom made delicious green bean casserole.
It was great. She made it one Thanksgiving. I think I was in middle school or something like that. And it was just one of those like kind of like you're like, what is this? Mm-hmm. And like of course the flavor, the texture, all that good stuff. Like I was cool with that. Yeah. So I was like, man, I gotta have this every year from here on out. Mac and cheese will always be a staple.
Yeah.
If it ain't, it has to be on a plate. Point blank period. It's one of those main side dishes that have to be on there because everybody measures their plate off the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Off the mac and cheese. And it's already understood. It's a red flag when somebody goes, who made the insert this here?
Right. Not everybody, you don't trust everybody with the mac and cheese. You know? Actually, the best tasting mac and cheese I've had lately, my wife, she got a recipe from her brother. And that mac and cheese is slamming.
It hits.
It's so good. And normally, I'm not even like that big of a mac and cheese fan. I like mac and cheese on my plate.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, I like the collard greens. I like the yams. I like the dressing. You got to make some good dressing for me.
Oh dressing is dressing is a hit or miss too.
Yeah, I mean everything. Technically, everything can be a hit or miss.
Right.
You know, especially going back to collard greens. I remember I ate some collard greens from the Midwest. Normally, I had the Southern collard greens growing up with my mom, but I was with my dad's side of the family, and they made collard greens a little differently. I wasn't ready. It might have been good, but I wasn't ready. My taste buds were just like it was thinking of like, okay, I'm getting the Southern collard greens. You know, got some turkey or whatever, maybe some pork in there. You know, depending on who made it.
Absolutely.
But I ate bitter leaves that day. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like vinegar and leaves. I was like, this ain't collard greens. I was like, this ain't no mustard greens. This ain't no turnip greens. This is like, you got these leaves right outside, put some vinegar in it, just let it soak. And I bit into it. The texture was just all off. But everything else on that plate was good. It was a different plate. We had spaghetti. We had turkey, different. Of course. Smoked turkey. We had a little bit of ham. Different type of. We had the cornbread dressing. But everything else slapped. It's just the collard greens left us scarred. But that is my favorite.
It's so traumatized.
I do.
You got a double clutch.
Like, first of all, because most kids don't like greens in the first place. I used to like vegetables all the time. I used to eat celery. I used to eat whatever. So I was expecting my collard greens to be good. You know, greatness. I like the juices that flow off the collard greens that touch your turkey, that touch your mac and cheese. I like all of it to touch. I don't get First of all, before I defend my own host, are you the type of person who likes their food to touch on the plate?
I don't care because it's all going in the same place.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's up with that?
I don't know. It's like, I mean, I get it. Let's say, like, if you put, like, the collard greens next to the candy yams, you know what I'm saying?
I don't care.
Kinda,
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't. It's all going in the same place. If it was up to me, I mix everything in one plate and just eat everything in one go. Like, I don't even...
Give him a giant spoon with his name on it.
Right.
Just
mash it all, put it on top of everything and kind of, you stir it up a little bit. I don't care. But the rule is, after Black Friday, if there's still some there, we're done. Yeah. Like, we're done. Yeah. It's over with. Yeah. Just go ahead and kindly pack it away.
The only thing I probably eat afterwards is, like, the turkey, maybe. I make, like, a turkey sandwich. Put, like, get some barbecue sauce or something like that.
Right. Because at that point, like, the mac and cheese has been in the oven so much.
Oh, first of all, if the mac and cheese survives past a day, that mac and cheese wasn't good. Because in the black community, the mac and cheese is gone. You be sitting there 17th in line, you got all your family members there, and you look at that and it'll be a lot of mac and cheese, but you look there and you like, it's a little crumbs. You got the little corner piece.
Yeah.
They left you with the corner piece of mac and cheese. You be like, dang, man. Like,
yep.
Y'all ain't leave me nothing.
That mug gone. Ain't nothing sticking to the side. No nothing. Oh, if the desserts don't hit.
Oh, Lord, the desserts. Woo.
You must quit. Yeah. So, like, it's just...
You gotta have them desserts on point, man.
It has to.
Sweet potato pies, of course.
Right.
We don't do no store-bought sweet potato pies, especially now. Now that I'm married into the family that I'm married into, my mother-in-law, she makes the best pies of all time. Heavenly made pies. That's the real name of it.
Yeah.
Because they are heavenly made.
Right.
Oh my.
I'm gonna have to tell you, bro. I'm gonna have to tell you, man. It's between my grandma-in-law and my dad. Yeah. My dad throws down when it comes to the desserts. My mama too. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. But my dad is specializing in the pies as well. Dad made the pies at the oh my gosh, now I'm drawing a blank. At the rehearsal dinner for the wedding. It wasn't even Thanksgiving and the joint was gone. Like, it was gone. Yeah. Like, folks were still calling me, yo, what was in your dad's recipe for that sweet potato pie? I just don't know what it is. Yeah. What was in my mama made a strawberry cake. That's also there too on Thanksgiving. Yeah. Who made a strawberry cake? Like, that right there, like, immediately after the first bite, and they running up to get more before they even finish the first piece. Yeah.
Have any of those baking skills, fall down the tree a little bit? Are you skilled in the kitchen with the baking?
So I haven't actually had a chance to pay attention to my dad's baking skills or my mom's baking skills when it comes to that stuff, just because, like, it was one of those things where I was so impatient to have the finished product that I can't see it being made. like I can't. You know that little kid on IG.
You didn't finish the bowl,
No, I couldn't do it. I'm telling you, because that little kid that makes, like, all the desserts with his grandma. Like, as soon as she throws it in the bowl, he's like, takes his finger and dips it. Like, even if it's just the flour, it's like, oh, we're gonna add the flour. He just, go ahead and gets in there. Like, that would be me. So I stayed out the way, but I definitely need to get that going because he took the recipe from my grandma and remixed it. Or added a little something, whatever, and he made it his own.
What's up?
So for me, I have to go ahead and pay attention or ask him next time. Yeah. And so,
that increase, the love in the household. If you can throw down in the kitchen like that.
Of course, but let me throw down by myself because I can't have another person in the kitchen with me, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. I love my wife. I love everyone who else gets in the kitchen with me. But there's a certain way I like to do things. Yeah. And if you're sitting here critiquing me on how I move and shake in the kitchen, then I can't have you in the kitchen.
Well, at least she's involved in that aspect. Because my wife, she's like the opposite. She likes to go in the kitchen just so she can taste my food before anybody else. I didn't get to season it properly before she started digging. I'm like, babe, it ain't even cooked yet. Like, come on, like, let me do my thing
Let
first.
me work first. But I'll say I was excited about the food. It's always funny
Yeah.
to talk about food after the fact.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad, because that's just the lasting memory of Thanksgiving. So many folks have been so disrespectful to this holiday, it pisses me off. Because like Halloween and Christmas, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't skip Black Friday.
I mean, it's probably because of the history behind it too, but
I'm there for the food.
I'm there for food and family, like
And football.
and football. I get, what happened in the past, and that is a touchy subject for a lot of people.
We do respect the history.
Yeah. That's why.
behind it.
That's why you might hear me say Turkey Day a lot, because I, although I'm thankful that day, we try to give that to God and all that stuff like that. I just say Turkey Day so I don't offend anybody. And I be like,
You can't
I
take
got
it
a lot
away.
of Native American friends who
Right.
really be like, why do y'all celebrate Thanksgiving like that?
Right.
Because you know what happened. And it's like, yeah,
Right.
but I kind of want to stuff my face and be fat
Right.
and be with my family, play some Monopoly. Growing up, I didn't have that much time to spend with my family except during holidays. So that was like the big time everybody got together. My grandma, she'd be throwing down in the kitchen.
Right.
She'd make a peanut butter cake. Her peanut butter cake is good.
That sounds good.
Yeah, but she be throwing down, and
Yeah.
everybody eating the plate, stuff like that. So traditions have changed.
Yeah.
Now that I'm married, my wife, she makes a delicious peach cobbler
Yes.
pound cake.
Absolutely.
Well, she tag teams with my mom-in-law. My mom-in-law makes the peach cobbler, and my
Yeah.
wife, she makes the peach pound cake.
That joint.
And it was so good. We
That
had it
joint
like
hits.
3 different events in a row because it was like it was something that I actually tagged her on Facebook. So I was like,
Yeah.
I wonder if you can make this. Like,
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
Because it looked so good. Because I love peach cobbler. I'm a dessert guy. When it comes to like cobblers
Yeah.
or sweet potato pies, I like pumpkin pie. I don't get why people hate on it so much. You don't like it that much?
I don't know if I remember having it.
Yeah. I mean, it don't make a difference to me. Like,
Yeah.
I like sweet potato pie. Of course, is better than pumpkin pie.
Yeah, and I'll
But-
fight anybody else who says different.
Yeah, but I like pumpkin pie. I've had a couple of people's pumpkin pies. And I'm like, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
People flame Kev on stage for that because he said that pumpkin pie was better than sweet potato pie. That was his mistake.
Right, that's the problem.
Yeah, you can't just
You can't say that.
especially in the South.
Right.
Sweet potato pie is gonna be king. I like pecan pie. Love me some pecan pie.
Right.
You can't get everybody to make it because they make that consistency wrong. Either they add too many pecans or they add too much of that syrup.
And remember, it's pecan, not pecan.
Yeah, it ain't pecan.
Who in the world?
We're not from England. We're not pecan.
Pecan.
It's pecan. We are Georgia. Like,
Right.
we are the leading producers of pecans down here.
Right.
So we have the authority to say it's pecans. Oh my God, I had this argument with so many people. Like, it was like a running joke in 2016. They were just like, "Hey, it's pecan," I'm like, no, it's not.
No.
And then somebody said, pecan. I was like, you just throwing.
Right, now you're trying to be funny.
Yeah, like,
You trying to be funny.
yeah, but it's pecan pie. I love me some pecan pie. I tried blueberry cobbler. I thought I'd like that because I was like, I like blueberries and I like cobbler, so I think I would like both. And I was like, nah. It's kind of like cherry pie for me. I'm not really a cherry pie guy. Or
It's too much.
apple pie, I gotta be in the mood for that.
Yeah.
But pecan pie, sweet potato pie,
Absolutely.
love it. What else? What else kind of desserts?
Oh my gosh. Any type of pound cake. I mean, you can never go wrong with the red
He's a
velvet.
cake guy.
I'm a cake guy. You can never go wrong with the red velvet. Never go wrong with pound. Like, never, ever, ever. When it comes to, I don't know. Like, I just feel like that right there, the big three has always been, for me, red velvet, pecan pie, and sweet potato pie.
Yeah.
Like, anything else, I will try. Like you said, I'll try it. However, if you run out of the main three, I shall cry internally. Like, the Thug Tier may show, and you'll never know why it's there. However, it shall be shed.
Yeah.
But I'm just the whole ambiance of Thanksgiving itself with the family, coming together, enjoying yourselves, getting dressed up at 11 o'clock in the morning just to eat a quote-unquote dinner at 1 o'clock in the morning and
Y'all
praying.
get dressed up?
Oh, my gosh.
Y'all get dressed up like?
Yeah, sometimes. At first, when we would have the whole family together, we kind of did that. Whenever we would go to one of my cousin's house down in Huntsville, when he was
Huntsville. You got cousin in Huntsville.
Well, when Big Anthony was down there, because you know.
Oh yeah. He did mention that.
That mug. Shout out to Big Anthony. That mug know how to fry a turkey.
Yeah.
Because we would drive down there on the day of Thanksgiving, and we would see him at like 8:00 in the morning in the garage, bundled up with a Scully on and his turkey going.
Have you ever had Bojangles or Popeyes, the Cajun turkeys?
We've actually had the Bojangles one year, and then the Popeye one the next.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Popeyes one.
Yeah, it was
a lot.
I like the. I think we had the Popeyes one when I was living in North Carolina. My wife came down. She was living in New York at the time. And we had like what's called the barracks, of course, for the military.
Yeah.
We had like a barracks Thanksgiving. It was a couple of us. They all brought like sides and stuff like that, just so we didn't have our families there, but we wanted to spend some time together. And I went ahead and got the. I can't remember if it was Popeyes or Bojangles. Either one of them. I like both of them. So
yeah.
It was a hit. I was like, this is some good turkey. Like, that Cajun seasoning. Like, people might look at you weird because you went and got a turkey from, one of those fast food restaurants. But, hey, man, like.
They sell out.
Yeah, they do sell out.
They sell out.
You had to get one at, like, November 12th or the 13th.
Basically.
Or you're not getting one for, Turkey Day.
And if you ain't asleep by 3:30, the food wasn't hitting. Yeah. I'll tell you that right now. You should be asleep by the time halftime hits when the doggone Redskins play the Cowboys.
Yeah, you basically need a
the Washington football team.
The football team. We don't say that Redskins.
No, we do not. So I apologize ahead of time.
Yeah, but you basically need a designated driver for the food. Tell them to make a to-go plate. So what we do, and especially in the South, is we do house hopping. You go from your mom's house to eat to your grandma's house to your auntie's house. Now when you're older, now you go to your sister-in-laws, or brother-in-laws, whoever. Everybody's having people over, and people love to cook for everybody. So you're like, I get to try all types of stuff on my plate.
Right.
So you gotta have somebody who's willing to be like, I ain't about to get the itis and pass out, because the itis is real, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the thing. That's what I'm telling you. Like you have to have that good sleep afterwards for plate number 2 later on. But
and get the real aluminum foil. Get some Reynolds wrap.
Thank you.
I'm not sponsored by Reynolds wrap. I think our family might be related to Reynolds wrap on my mom's side. So if we got some royalties, please send them our way. Send them to Atlanta, Georgia.
Right.
P.O. Box now. But so get Reynolds wrap. Don't get that cheap dollar store aluminum foil. It's gonna rip, especially if it's good food. That grease on the mac and cheese is
heavy duty.
Make sure you have that on point, especially if you got people over, because people about to leave. They ain't gonna stay there all the time. You don't want them to stay. You gotta clean up and all this other stuff. So you just want them to come in, get some good food, say, "Oh, my food's good." Post the food on Instagram, Facebook. That's what we do nowadays.
Yep.
You gotta show off the food.
Stop doing that. Stop it.
You don't like when they do that?
No, because everybody got the same plate. Everybody got the same plate.
Oh, you got turkey, man. Cranberry sauce, like.
Stop it.
Ain't nothing special about your plate.
Ain't nothing different.
But if it's something special about your plate, let us know on 285 Live, Instagram, Facebook. I want to see y'all plate. Post your plates on our page. We want to see what y'all eating.
Prove me wrong and tell me that you don't have the same thing. Everybody's going to have the collard green. I'm telling you right now. Everybody had the collard green, the mac and cheese, turkey, the dressing, the probably the green bean casserole, and then for dessert, the big 3 we were talking about before. Yeah. If you have something different, prove me wrong. Doggone sushi, doggone ramen, doggone give me a Jersey Mike sub, Firehouse, whatever it is. But that just.
I mean, I am seeing a lot of younger people who are doing like the Friendsgiving, the Siblingsgivings. They're doing like hot wings. I had somebody ask me, it was like, what would you like to have on your plate besides, all the traditional things for Turkey Day? Right. And I'm like, I like hot wings. I like some, Philly cheesesteaks. We can do like Philly cheesesteak sliders. You can do that. Yeah. Other things, shareables. Like something quick you can make. We made that was for Christmas, but we made like a seafood lasagna for holidays.
Yeah. Okay.
So just different stuff, you know. You just look it up, and if you introducing people in your family who are of different origins, you may like marry into like have a Korean wife or something like that. You know, that's perfect time to bring in their traditions with our traditions.
That's cool.
You know,
Yeah.
when I was in Korea, I spent some time with some of my Korean workers, and they didn't do a traditional Thanksgiving. They did they had the kimchi and a little plate on the side and stuff like that. We had like a little bit of turkey. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like an Americanized and Korean, mix, and it was actually really good.
Yeah,
I was like, this is something different. I probably do this at home, but I didn't do it at home. I just kind of went back to the old traditions. That old traditions work,
Yeah. Oh, regardless of it being Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, anything ending in giving, if you really smart, you make your to-go plate before you make an actual plate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. That's why you gotta have that Reynolds wrap,
Exactly.
And the heavy-duty plates. Like, don't get those flimsy plates that's gonna break as soon as I put 3 items on the plate. Like,
I
gotta triple plate my plate just to carry the yams and the mac and cheese over.
Right.
Just please.
And people just be. Don't be the Thanksgiving rookie. That's all I'm saying. Don't be the rookie. Don't do it. Watch everybody else. If you find your good hiding place. Yeah. Just don't put it in the fridge. Everybody and mama look in the fridge. Don't do it. If you have a Sharpie, use a Sharpie. Go ahead and write your name on it. It may not matter because you might have some goofies that come through and may be a little bit too jubilant.
Yeah.
Off of their walk.
Yeah.
And and they may need a 4th plate.
Yeah.
Because everybody has a minimum of 2 plates and the 3rd. But, not speaking from experience or nothing, because I don't do that type of stuff. But I observe and I have seen the fact that somebody's plate got, and snitches get snitches. That's so crazy. I don't say nothing. I just watch the whole walk through, the plate opening, the looking around.
Does it get got, or does grandma go around and throw away plates too? Because I've seen that happen. Not in my house, because nobody throw away food in my house. But I've seen people be like, nobody eating this no more.
I ain't never heard of no grandma give away no type of food anytime soon. Grandmas make sure you happy, healthy, and full. Yeah. So, I mean, it may happen. Yeah. Who knows? But it's like, I seen them take a nibble of their food. So they must be done because they were there watching the game or passed out in front of the TV. Mm-hmm. Me personally, nah.
What's your favorite pass out spot? Where you try to claim your spot first? Some people go to the living room. Some people will be like, I'm gonna go to my car, take a nap real quick. Some people like the long couches. Some people like the lazy boys. Some people can fall asleep in a kitchen chair just at the table. So.
Let me tell you, there's 2 places. 2 places. One is definitely the lazy boy with the shoes on because I don't like my feet exposed like that. I just can't do it.
Like, don't come over here and tickle my feet when I'm asleep.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's so
why am I do that?
I don't understand. It's so weird. But for me, it's if you have carpet, all I need is a pillow.
Okay.
I'm on the floor. I don't care. Because
you doing the shirt pull over if you get too
I got the hoodie, you know what I'm saying? The arms and the sleeves. I mean the arms and the shirt sleeves.
Our cousins, everybody used to just bottle up and if they had the long sleeves on, just pull a little cover and no covers for some reason.
No cover.
Nobody had a cover. Everybody was just sleeping with the pillows on top of them.
Exactly.
But be knocked out. Everybody be peaceful. You don't be hearing no snoring except from your uncle who got too drunk. Everybody be just chilling. That's why I like Turkey Day,
Yeah.
Everybody comes together and it's like super peaceful. Everybody's fat and feeling good, talking about what they're going to do for Black Friday, talking about what they're going to get for Cyber Monday,
Right.
It's like a time to really unwind.
Exactly.
Take the days off of work. I hope your job is giving you the day off.
Shoot.
And if it's not, please find a job that gives you those days off and still pays you. Because those jobs exist. They pay you to have those holidays off.
Yeah. No, I would say my job would not allow me to, just given the severity or importance of the occupation itself. But we do have the opportunity, at least for me, have the opportunity to come home from work and get a plate. Sometimes there are family members that come up to where I'm at and actually spend time to go ahead and have a plate or get to know your your coworkers, excuse me.
Yeah.
But if you can take off, take off.
Yeah.
Because that's a very, 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 very important holiday, like you said, of spending time with those that you usually wouldn't. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's just simple fun of being around and explaining what you're thankful for. Even though you kind of technically do that during New Year's as well, but at that particular time,
New Year's is different type of turn up.
Different.
We're gonna talk about New Year's when that comes up.
Yeah,
but
New Year's last year was fun.
Yeah, we had a good time. We had a lot of family over for New Year's. Actually, last year itself, we all split it up. Split up the holidays.
Yeah.
Just to say, okay, your household is doing this. Because
Yeah.
last year, everybody got blessed.
Oh yeah.
God was good to us for these past 2 years. So,
Absolutely.
we like to share that with our family, share that with our friends. Because I've had friends come from out of town. Like my boy Sam, he came with me to Georgia from North Carolina. And we went to my sister-in-law's house. And he enjoyed it thoroughly. My mother-in-law was feeding him, making him fat. He was just like, I can't eat no more. And I was like,
I remember that. Oh my gosh.
yeah, she just kept cooking. She just kept cooking. Like, we already had the food. And then she made sandwiches, like, from the turkey. So we just like, I can't eat no more. Like,
right.
I'm telling you, like, but the food was good. Food's always great. Again, just to go behind the scenes, this episode will be coming out a couple days after Thanksgiving, after Turkey Day.
Yep.
So, just let us know what y'all ate on, some of the fun stuff that y'all did with y'all family.
Absolutely.
Tell us your family stories. We love to know about you. I'm not just saying that just because I want likes on my Instagram or likes on my Facebook. I really want to get to know my audience.
Of course.
I want y'all to get to know us so that we can be intimate,
Yeah.
So we can make this an experience because that's what 285 Live is about, making that connection. I say that every episode. It's a circle that connects everybody north, south, east, west to each other. You're on some type of exit.
Right.
And we want to get connected to you. So once again, we're going to have all of our social media links in the description on YouTube.
Absolutely.
On our Instagram, we're going to post, where you can find us also. You can find me personally at Maddogg on Instagram. Again, that's 2 D's, 2 G's, and Maddogg Rants on Twitter. Sometimes I'm on there. I try to be as funny as possible on Twitter. Instagram is mostly where I post family-oriented stuff. But Twitter is where I talk my stuff a little bit about the Falcons or the Hawks right now. Because, the Hawks, I don't know what's going on, but, they're going to come into themselves.
They'll be all right.
But the Falcons, I don't know.
We don't talk about them. We still don't talk about them.
Yeah, but
I don't care if they beat the Saints.
But we again, it's going to be like a month after the Braves have won, but we still sitting there trying to digest the Braves winning. And SirGarrett wasn't here to celebrate us in episode 2.
No, I wasn't.
So that's why I'm giving him this opportunity to say a few words to the Braves.
Yes, man, y'all know how passionate I am about them Bravos. From, like I said, the previous episodes, and just to, as a big fan of them, just to see that and was a childhood dream of mine, and I'm very proud of them. I'm very happy for them. Nobody could take that from them. They did it right. Mm-hmm. Got the justice for MLB, for all teams everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool. I was at my job, just so happened to have the best view of the parade itself.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked it out, it has been posted on our page as to the main heroes: Freddie Freeman, Jorge Soler, Eddie Rosario, Max Fried, coming down.
They was out there wild.
Yes, the rest of the city was turning up. They turned up in 2 places in the city. That's how wild they knew it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I had the best spot in the house, 4K caught. Like, it was the best. Like, I was fangirling out for real. Like, I can't even front. I was about 3 seconds away from passing out. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And so just to see those guys in person and a big dream of mine was to win it myself, but because I couldn't do it, you know,
Yeah, you gotta live through.
your hometown heroes. So again, check out our page. It's on there, or it should be on there.
Yeah,
No, double
it's
check
on
it.
there. It's on there.
Okay, it's
I
on
checked
there.
it out. I seen it like 8 times.
Oh.
I was at work during that time, so
All right.
it was good to see.
Yeah.
From your perspective,
Right.
You know, that connection again. We're
Yeah,
connected
yeah,
by
yeah.
285 Live, but again, 285 Live. We have a rotating panel of hosts. Myself, Maddogg. We have SirGarrett here today.
Yes.
You know, you had Rico last episode, and we will. I promise we will get Jeffrey Higgins on the phone or in person.
That goofy mug.
He just, I just keep telling him, like, you miss your exit. You keep missing your exit.
Keep missing your exit.
But we're going to get him on here. We appreciate you guys staying with us. Episode 3.
Episode 3.
It's a big deal. Episode 1 was a big deal. Episode 2 was a big deal.
Yes.
All the episodes are going to be a big deal to us. You know, we love connecting with you guys. Continue connecting with us. Follow us. Share it with your friends. Talk about us at work.
Absolutely. Bigger and better things are coming. This is only the first season. Planning on doing more. It's just the content's just going to get better, more relatable, more exciting, more insight on us. And hopefully, something sticks to where it resonates in your heart, to kind of continue to join with us. And, we're trying to get more businesses out there. So the more followers we get, the better business we get for others and for yourselves, because you never know what you're going to discover listening to us and we listening to y'all. So we thank y'all, appreciate y'all. Brodies and brodettes.
There it is. Y'all didn't get the Brodies and brodettes in episode 2, but
nah,
it is back.
We're getting that trademark somehow. Don't worry about that.
Hopefully it ain't like a Taco Tuesday thing with LeBron.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
you don't even own Taco Tuesday,
Yeah,
but we made a whole dance and stuff with it. But whatever, it's gonna be that's gonna be our own thing. And so we're just excited again. We're just excited to do this. We love what we're doing right now, and we're just trying to make this a forever thing.
Yeah. And with that said, 285 Live is now closed.
Peace.
See y'all.